Okay, so I've never played Guild of Dungeoneering before. I don't know what to expect from it. I know you guys can't see anything just yet. Give me a sec. There we go. Turn it down a teensy bit.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering. On a quest we're never veering. Oh, to be a Dungeoneer. So
Okay, you should listen to this whole song.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering. All the monsters keep appearing. Oh, to be a Dungeoneer.
Bard has its own
Whose stories will
audio setting. That's cool.
What's that sound? I hear a noise. Something's coming, girls and boys. Run for the hills and far away.
I like the pencil art.
Dungeoneering. Curse and swear, but don't despair. The way out of here must be
Brave, Sir Robin.
Think we're lost, but what do we care? We're the Guild of Dungeoneering.
That's pretty great. Damage can be physical or magical. Pay attention to which one your enemies are using. Yeah, very good first impression, for sure. The Ivory League of Explorers.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering all across the land.
I'll just read it quietly.
Oh, to be a Dungeoneer, chasing fame and glory.
Staked out a dungeon that's ripe for the picking. Have you even found a chump who can do all the dirty work while I sit back and watch the coins roll in? Father always told me there's always someone stupider than yourself. He never really said it to me. He said it to everyone but me. Grasslands. Rats. Welcome to your guild. Someone hire some Dungeoneers to build barracks. Okay. Right on. A new Dungeoneer
The one
arrived.
that's always left behind. The solitary lump. The pawn who's fodder for the grind. The sorry little chump.
You like happy 0 or negative, okay. People would like to have characters named after them. Type !guild followed by the name of the character. So I'll make the first one will just be me, I guess. Oh, can I not? There we go. Oh, can I not delete? I can add to the name, but I can't delete anything. That can't be right, right? Might have to restart the game. Check here. Could be my controller is interfering with it or something. Yeah, it's like constantly trying to get to the right side. So let me try restarting the game real quick. No, just the one keyboard.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering all across the land. They're cheering, oh, to be a Dungeoneer, chasing fame and glory.
Now I can do
The
it.
one
Okay.
that's always left
Sir
behind.
Anderson.
The solitary.
It's a little too long, so it's too
The
Anderson.
pawn who's fodder for the grind. The sorry little chump.
Expand your guild to gain new Dungeoneers and abilities. Okay. Try going on an adventure. Go exploring. Rats, how original. Everyone's got to start somewhere, of course. You got to go under the tavern, right? Monsters attack first unless you use a quick attack. I really like the graph paper pencil style of this game. Play up to 3 cards this turn. Play your first turn. It's easy. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. Anderson versus Rubber Ducky. They get to hit first, right? Ouch. That's kind of a cool combat system. This game feels really polished, too. That eyes closed punch. Stupidity, There's very few games that have enemies waste their turn. Like not Undertale. Earthbound's the first game I can think of that did that. Block 3 physical damage. Paper Crown. +1 heart per damage blocked. 1 physical damage quick. Okay, so that's like first strike. It goes before the monster. Draw a card. Interesting. Okay, that uses up slots. It works really well on a touchscreen. It was designed for one. That's cool. Now, I'm trying to think why I wouldn't just play all my cards here. I'm guessing I get experience for killing dudes, right? That ruffled shirt, please. Nope. Neurotoxin. I have to discard a card if successful. Cower, then. Right on. Draw a card. Since we have the same number of hit points, I see. Unblockable 1 physical damage. Gotcha. So I may as well attack on that turn. Gotta do the lucky hit to have any chance of winning. As long as he doesn't get a double attack coming up here, we should be fine to win now. It looks like you get a full heal at the end of each combat also. Sweet. Fork. +2 physical damage. Fire Blast, 2 magic damage. Already equipped, I see. And I could just take some gold if I wanted to. Do the fork then, that's fine. The only card you can play will connect you to a part of the dungeon you don't want to go to. Yeah, you may want to not play a card. I see. Now, do I keep a hand going to the next turn, or do I draw a fresh 5 every turn, basically? And I can't rotate these pieces, right? I assume. Let's see. Who does fill a dungeon with nasty rats? Now, what determines the direction my character is going to move? Because I automatically went up towards this rat and not in the other direction I just made. I gotta do the lucky hit. Just make me discard, but that's okay. Unblockable, so I may as well punch. Draw another card. Oh, that discard is permanent. That's interesting. My slice, but it's unnecessary. Long hallways. This is a cool game. I like it so far. See, picking this up for mobile. Chunk will do.
Well, this is really just quite surprising. Aren't Dungeoneers just cannon fodder? But against all odds, they keep surviving.
Do you need to do Battle
So
Scar?
dumb.
Start with Arcane 1. Ooh.
Why even bother?
Does this game have any microtransactions? If this is actually a mobile game, like, it's a really high quality mobile game. It doesn't have the sort of bullshit that I'm used to. Is a chump. Battle Scars, Mystical, Dungeon Runs, okay. Expand Guild. Oh, geez, okay. Might, Magic, or Loot. 50 gold, which I do have access to. Swan, Swift 2. What are my magic options here? Hug in a Bottle. +1 heart for the first 2 fights. Oh yeah, let's get a Mime.
Is there anything that's more soul-destroying than having to rhyme all the time? There's only one thing perhaps more annoying, and that would be an insufferable mime.
I like the bard. Moves toward gold or other treasures first, and then towards enemy his level. Not sure after that. It's interesting. Okay. Go exploring, because we have to explore to get more money. I see. Rat Pack. Defeat the Rat King. Ah, okay. I can eventually take blessings with me. So it's kind of a roguelite then, I guess, because the dungeon itself is random with which cards you get. You go on runs. Might be inside. We want them to fight sometime so they can get experience. Ratman. I'm gonna wait to get to the Rat King until we've gotten a decent amount of XP as well, it seems like. Oh, that's cool. I'm excited for the next Roll20 update. It's supposed to be a pretty big deal. I hope that they get to a canvas update eventually. There's a lot of map stuff that would be made much better. Hands on hips frowning. Joyful skipping. Giant Bat has 4 hit points. Loot Effects does 1 magic damage and blocks 1 physical. I like that this game gives you that perfect information and time to make your decision. So I need to do a magic damage. Ouch. Cool. There's a lot of cool design space in this game so far as well. Let's get rid of Drain. That sounds bad. Alright, Bite. Unblockable, 1 physical damage. I can block 1 physical and do 1 physical. But it's unblockable, so we gotta do Imaginary Cannon. Which is pretty funny. Drain regains 1 heart per damage dealt. But it's magical, and I can't block magical, so I just gonna have to eat it. We're both gonna be at 2 hit points after this turn. Oh, Copycat! Nice. Copy the top enemy card to your hand. Which, if it was Drain, would be pretty swell. It's not. It's okay. 1 unblockable physical. +1 to the next magical attack. This game is really good. I like it a lot. Alright, that should kill him, right? Wooden Stool. Crush 1, Stupidity 1, Armor 1. Offhand. Straight Jacket, +1 heart. 3 physical damage. So this adds 3 cards. Yeah, I'll take the Straight Jacket. Cool. And I like it shows me where I'm gonna head next, so I could try to put money in this room to get him to go to this room first, I guess. Fountain of Stupidity. Hero gains Stupidity 2 next fight. Okay, so we want to make sure he doesn't go that way. Interesting. End turn. Pretending to row a boat. Oh, and he only moves one room at a time. That's interesting. Now he's gonna go over here to get that treasure. I see. Nasty Rats. Claw, Nature 1. Copycats. I want to do Copycat to see if I can pull... A Neurotoxin might be good. Block 1 physical, +1 of the next magic attack. Imaginary box, yes please. They add together for Stupidity 3. Let's see. Should be 3 magical damage, right? I think so. Yeah. Nice. Bullhorns. Unblockable. We'll just do this. He's gonna die no matter what I do. Cool. Good job, loot effects. Twig. All fear the mighty twig. Crush 1. Heal 1 per 1 blocked. I'll take the paper crown. Floating clouds over parts of the table you haven't been in yet. Okay, let me see. I might want to keep trying to get XP here. That's fine. Boost. Discard 1 if successful. Alright, so we want to do a block then. Sweet. Headbutt. So that makes him take a point of damage. I really like the design space in this game. Right, so I can block. I can heal 2. Oh no, I can only heal 1. I understand. Ouch. Alright, head blow. Successful, the enemy discards a card. I can get a heart back with Holy Seal. Let's do that. Do this imaginary cannon. Ouch. As long as he can't do 3 damage, I think we're okay here. He's gonna kill himself from using his attack there. Perfect. See ya, Namaku. Stupidity 2, plus 2 hearts. Cooking pot. Tattered mail. Stupidity 1's kind of sucky. It's an interesting concept with stupidity of getting basically pointless cards in your hand. It's like the cursed cards from Dominion. Oh, that's interesting. Why doesn't that connect? Fountain of Clairvoyance. Let's see. Sweet. I'd like to see more games explore this. It's kind of like the Darkest Dungeon, Paper Mario. Very simple, low numbers, turn-based RPG combat. Feels really fun. Discard. Okay, let's do... I should get a hit in. See you, Brewski. Thanks for popping over. One enemy's next. Harry. 2 damage, block 1 physical. Yeah, okay. Headbutt damages himself for 1. If I repel it, he'll be almost dead. I like the idea of doing things like delaying armor for the next turn, right? It's part of how they could explore the design space of this game. Sweet. Stiletto. 2 physical damage, 1 physical damage quick. That would be nice. Bash, rekindle. And lets you heal. Interesting. Let's do this stiletto. Quick damage seems like a big deal, especially one of the final attacks. I wonder how the hole works. Like, what does that add to the room? And you only have 1 enemy per room. Okay, that's good to know. Wild panic gesturing. Ratman. Let's do this then. It's all hand-drawn. Style never really bothers me. I've never had it turn me off from the game. I guess the closest I've come is the kind of bad art in Sentinels of the Multiverse, but it feels very polished. Let's do 3 magic damage with this, right? It'll make me discard one of my other skills, but now's the time to use it. Quick, draw a card. Definitely need that. He's gonna die in this turn, so let's just block the damage. Do you like Darkest Dungeon then? Very similar game. Combat mechanics, at least. Arcane 1, Fire 1. 1 magic damage, draw a card, 2 magic damage. I might prefer that to the Stupidity ability. And I already have the Stiletto. Let's take the Shimmering Cloak. Right on. Nothing new to do, so we'll just end the turn and go fight the Rat King. Hope for the best. Come on, loot effects, you got this. Yeah, let's try to get him to discard a card. Choose a card to discard. Block 1 magical. Yeah, you keep Headbutt, it's fine. It's too bad. I love Darkest Dungeon. Only take 1, he's down by 2. Parries. Physical. Okay, let's do this now. Head blow. Successful enemy discards a card. To imaginary box then. Nice. Unblockable bite. Let's go ahead and just kill him with slice then. That stiletto in there. Nice. Cool. So I may have missed something.
To you, young Dungeoneer, you stood your ground and acted very brave. But how long before you feel the fear? And how long before you're in your grave?
It seems like there is incentive to try to explore as much of the dungeon as possible and not just rush the boss. Other than getting better gear to have a better chance at the boss, it looks like it gives you more money for doing more things. Spooky, spooky. Alright. Trophy room. That's cool.
Caught up in all this doom and gloom of all the places you've wrecked, it's nice to have.
Yeah, I'm curious what the permanent benefits
place
are.
to quietly reflect.
Because your character only gets XP for finishing the dungeon, so it might make sense for permanent progression to rush the boss. But I think you get more gold for exploring more and finding more treasure, even though they don't carry over from level to level. Although I guess maybe they might still. Like, you might get the gear that you had equipped might stick around. Alright, Dungeoneers, who we got? Anderson does have a permanent trait, but as far as I can tell, they don't permanently have any of the gear that they got. Mystical, start with Arcane 1. Okay. Now let's expand the guild. Let's try to get as many characters as possible for now. Apprentice. Warrior Spirit. Bruiser. Trickster's Favor. Cat Burglar. Hidden Den. See you, Kevin.
Up until now, we've all had some fun, and you could say you've come very far. But brace yourself for some woeful cat puns. Now that we have a cat burglar.
Meow. Meow. Oh, so each of the loot things gives you 4 new things that can spawn in the dungeon, I assume is how that works? Right on.
perhaps not a gentle kind of dungeoneer, nor a poet or a bruiser,
rename
but
problem.
one that fills the heart with fear. I give to you the bruiser.
It's so weird. Why does that happen? Can I like Alt-Tab back in and out maybe to fix it? No. Yeah, it's like, it seems like the cursor keeps wanting to go all the way to the right. Maybe I can rename them from here. There we go. Weird. Just do Brewski. Brewski. Okay. Let's go on another dungeon run.
What's this? There's more? A whole world to explore? Why, there's gold to be found and treasure in store. But what's the point? You're all hit and miss. It's so plain to see. You're not cut out for this.
So mention of a magic orb, an orb of nosiness. Exactly the kind of thing I could use to keep an eye on the Ivory League. I hope I can get them and take them down a pig. So put in that place. The Guild of the Ivory League of Explorers is stupid. Cool. Oh, nice. Now I get some branching paths. I guess we'll go to the one that has a treasure chest first. Lovely loot, chest full of treasure. Sometimes you won't draw the right cards, keep your deck lean. Yeah, it's classic. Ooh, hero gains decay in the next fight, so we might want to try to stop that from happening. But I don't think we can. But 2 large chests. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can force him to not go through that room. So I'll put an enemy in there, though. The Bruiser's a lady, that's nice. I wonder if each class has a single gender associated with it, or it's just a chance. Alright, let's do nice try chump. So, I guess it doesn't matter if he heals, right? Oh, spiky, how does that work? When you fully block an attack, deal 1 damage. Alright, I like this game. Alright, oi! Neurotoxin, so we definitely want to block attacks whenever possible. Very cool use of the trait design space. Frail. Incoming physical attacks get +1 damage. I was wondering why I was hitting him so hard. Nice. Straight jacket, paper crown. Yeah, since she benefits from blocking, let's take stuff that gives us more block. Corridor. Some money in here. Let's fight a fire imp. -1 if surrounded. Interesting. Oh, I thought I would go in there if there was money next to it. Huh. Alright, well, I'll try to figure out how that works later, I guess. Zombie. 9 hit points. Yikes. This is going to be troublesome. Decay, taking 2+ damage in 1 turn causes 1 extra damage. Alright. Let's do nice try chump on the first turn. Spiky. Fountains. Hero gains decay this fight. Oh, I also have decay. I see. Let's see. It's gonna make him take 1 and he'll take another 1 from Spiky. It's like having thorns. Oh, and he took an extra damage. Fantastic. Oh, acrid fog, that's gross. Should have saved my block 2 magic. Oh, it's the same level as the gold pouch I put down. I see. Can't block a magical. Just have to eat damage this turn, I guess. May as well waste it away. Ooh. Really gotta block that one. That should be enough to kill him, I think. So he's gonna take one from this and another one from Spiky and then decay. Yeah, very nice. Cool. Sparkly headband. Fire 1, Holy 1, sparkles. 2 magic damage. Solidity +2. There's another shield opportunity and an ability to heal. I think we want to have as many blocks as possible. I like how the traits can kind of inform the way you want to build your character. Get my sparkling headband anyway. 2 unblockable physical damage, but I lose the one I have right now. Let's take the sparkly headband. Massive gem and skeleton. I see, so there's a little number on the value of the treasure. So like, the reason he's not going to pick up, or she's not going to pick up this gold pouch or these silver coins is because the treasure level is less than the treasure chest. And the treasure chest is the same level as these coins, but because it's the quest objective, she prioritizes that first, I think, right? Would make sense. Six, sorry. Headbutt. Now let's do the block 2. I do 1 damage if I block. I don't do a damage per point of damage block. That's good to know. I really like Spiky. Drain. Okay, I can't stop that from happening, unfortunately. Can rekindle and get the heart back since he gets to attack first. Nice. Nothing happened on that turn, basically. Try to block 1. Block 1 physical, so let's use Fire Blast this turn. Save the unblockable damage for when it matters. Physical damage, if successful, I discard a card. I can't stop it, so I may as well just do Oi. Block this, and then Spiky should kill him. Fantastic. Glyph. 1 magic damage, draw a card. 2 magic damage, block 1 magic damage. Mind Strike. I think I want the glyph, actually. And I get this little gem, which is nice. There's no reason to play any cards, so I'm just going to go and get the last chest here. Oh, blocking 1 out of 2 damage doesn't do anything, I see. It's wasting the heal, but I at least get a damage in and I remain ahead of him. Let's see. Let's get the heal here. Nice. I like the little animations of when you select the skill you're going to use and then moving up to your hearts. Draw a card. We have 4, which is nice. Let's block that. So I don't have to discard, and so he takes a spiky damage. What's Fury do? Interesting. All physical attacks deal +1 damage if on half health or less. can't let him use that, so we gotta use Smite. Doesn't recover 2. And he's dead. Nice. Oh, it adds an extra heart container if you're full? Oh, I didn't notice that. Right on. That's cool. Or horn. I'll just take the gold. That's the end of the adventure.
I'm not sure if you understand. This used to be a peaceful land. Since your guild come along, everything has gone wrong. And I dread to know now what you've planned.
Max health only reflects what you start each battle at. Oh, and then healing can always just... It just literally is adding a heart whenever it happens. That's neat. Okay, right on. Good to know. Alright, now I should start working on... I'm guessing I have to get all of the things in a single tier to unlock the second tier. Oh, maybe not. Ah, so why can't I get this one? One more tier 1 purchase to unlock. Ranger. Barbarian. Also a lady. Very nice. Okay, let's do some of the loot upgrades. Curio shop. Start with the blacksmith. No real trophies yet. But that just makes it so that there's a chance for the stuff the blacksmith produces to appear in the dungeon, right? Yeah, I've noticed that. Some of it I've been able to kind of pick up on. It's not too complicated, but there hasn't really been an official tutorial. Let's swap out for Yukupo. Enter the dungeon. You can move twice if the first room they enter is empty and they've been there before. Okay. Let's go ahead and fight this spider because it takes extra damage. Silver coins, awesome. Your little cat t-shirt on Yukubo. Alright, block 1 physical. Catnip is a combo attack. Okay, right on. So let's go ahead and do the unblockable pounce attack. Covetous. +1 loot choice slot. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the cool design space in this game is around traits, because it makes all of the other abilities more interesting. Heals 1 heart per damage dealt. Let's go first for scratch. Let's just start building catnip. I'm liking it a lot, Hunter. I didn't know what to expect. Something I could see myself picking up for a mobile platform as well. I don't know if you can keep stacking catnip, if that's how that's supposed to work. Four damage. You can discard a card. Let's kill him. Throw cat. Now, why was Yukubo... Okay, Yukubo was always doing an extra physical damage because the spider is weak against physical attacks. Whenever it takes 1 physical, it takes 1 additional physical. Soldier's helmets +1 heart. Pigeon nest. Remind me, what does growth 1 do? So time for second breakfast. Oh, that's interesting. Covetous skills we haven't unlocked yet. Okay. This is Fountain of Clairvoyance. Monster gains predictable next fight. Ah, I see. Defeat 2 more monsters. Oh, it's just describing what the card is that it gives to you. Growth means it gives you an extra hit point at the start of combat. If successful, enemy discards a card. can't make it not successful, so I may as well build up my catnip here. Oh boy, that seems bad. I'm gonna keep doing that. Making me discard, it's a bummer. I'm gonna take a heart from using anger, which is nice. Throw a cat at him. Okay, I will come out ahead, but just barely. Ouch. Arcane 1, Fire 1. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Club. I do need a block and a way to heal, so I think the club is where it's at. Stiletto is like the out DPS them card, but +1 heart. I really like the stupidity cards. It's like curse cards in Dominion. So like the card associated with Arcane 1 is Mind Strike, and the card associated with Fire 1 is Fire Blast. Reading you right? Massive gem. Let's do it. Forward. Alright. Spark is 1 magic damage. Let's do throw. So catnip. Night Owl does what? -1 heart is surrounded by 5+ tiles. That's a cool way to use the mechanics to simulate flavor, like if there's a lot of other cards around and it's daytime. Magic damage unblockable. Let's go ahead and use Throw Cat then. Do abilities like Catnip stack if you use them multiple turns in a row? Hey, Stupidity, fantastic. Let's go heal him. Oh, if you already have Fire 1, adding another Fire 1 will give you the Fire 2 card. Okay, that makes sense. I was trying to figure out why they would do it the way they were doing it. Sweet. Money, money, money.
Here is to
Achievement unlocked.
Dungeoneer.
Cat puns are
You stood your
colossal.
ground and acted very brave. But how long before you feel the fear? And how long before you're in your grave?
I feel like if you like the idea of Darkest Dungeon, but you don't like the stress and challenge of it, this is a really good game to play. Might see if Andrew would be interested in this game. She might like it. Play it on her phone. Is this only for tablets, or is it playable on any mobile device? Expand guild. Let's get more of these guys. Curio shop. Cool, and let's go exploring. Try to recruit another character. Let's use Anderson again. Our chump. Enter dungeon. Tend to move towards monsters at the same level. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even notice the monster level displayed there. Okay. Must be this number on the cards as well. Defeat 4 monsters. Okay. Might be inside. I really like spiders as a first enemy because they're frail. So I want to add as many spiders as possible, I think. Sweet. I don't have any way to shield damage, do I? I don't think so. Go ahead and draw the card. Oh, frail is only against physical damage. Shit, that was a bad decision. Could use cower so it doesn't get to heal. I wonder if Chump is like Freelancer and it gets really good later in the game. That would be kind of cool. Heals 1. 3. Like the frail adds the bonus damage over to me on the side there. That's cool. I can't let him drain. Good job cowering. Oh man, really can't let him drain. Frail's gonna be what lets me win here at least. Otherwise it would have been a loss. Hey, oh, you can level up from fighting rando enemies. Good to know. Troll Femur, Stupidity, Crush 2, and a Growth 1. Okay. Slice. We just want the Soldier's Helmet. Interesting. Another spider here. Fountain of Heroism. Hero gains 1 heart per damage block next fight. Oh, now I'm going down this way. I see. Probably because I know it wants to get to the spider. Ooh, 2 damage. I guess I can block 1 part of it. And we'll just be even. Seems correct. Oh, you level up if you kill an enemy of at least your level, and you only level up once no matter how high level they are. Interesting. And so then killing enemies that are lower level than you doesn't award anything, basically? Okay, to discard a card. I didn't really have anything important here. It's Cower, so he gets a free damage. Puts me ahead by 1. Go for a lucky hit here. Two damage, I'll be fine, and he'll kill himself from the headbutt. Draw a card doesn't apply to the next turn, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Next combat, I should say. Paper Crown, Wooden Board. This gives you Armor 1, which is what gives you the Repel card. Okay, I see how that works now. Let's take a Wooden Board, that sounds fine. Coin. Right, that makes sense. Do you start every dungeon at level 1? A bear owl. I didn't notice that before instead of an owl bear. It's pretty great. So we don't want to discard a card here. He's gonna... I guess he'll still gain the heart there, right? Yeah, I see. Yay, Frail. Blocks a physical. Let's block a magical then. That's fine. I'll still come out ahead because of Frail. Spook. Blocks a physical, so let's do 1 magical. Nice. 1 more monster. Let's see. I like the ruffled shirt. Swift 1. Troll Femur gives you a lot of stuff, but I think I want to focus on having less cards overall. And you don't get the bonus from this until after the monster in the room has been handled, I see. So let's try the Null. The gem in there. Oh yeah! That's right. Let's see. Headbutt. -1 heart. Draw a card. I think I want to do Cower. Cool. I gained a heart from Fountain of Heroism, so I do want to block whenever I can get away with it. So this one... I like the whole rule that enemies go first. The only thing random about this game is which cards you draw. But even that you can control to an extent. Let's go ahead and not discard. Neurotoxin. I can't stop that one, unfortunately. Mind Strike will trigger after he makes me discard, so I may as well get it back this way, because I think 4 cards is probably the maximum number I can have up here, would be my guess. If I try to draw above 4, it's just a waste. Hey, level up. Let's see. I automatically got that gem, right?
Sure if you understand.
Or do you not
This
collect
used to be a peaceful
treasure on this square?
Since your guild come along, everything has gone wrong. And I dread to know now what you've planned.
One good choice, level higher than normal. Okay, so if it's on the final tile when I succeed, I don't get that treasure. I understand. Keep that in mind for next time. Can't buy anything, so we just want to explore right away. Although, let me check out Anderson here and see if they have both battle scars. They do. Interesting. Okay. Oh, you don't have a hand limit? Interesting. The cards just shrink to create more space at the top there. Right on. Terrible truth. It's strong enough to beat the mimic before she catches you. Oh, alright. So now they're introducing enemies being able to move. That's a cool concept. Well, you could pose hearts. Let's just keep rotating through characters. I think that's the right way to do this. I think they got Arcane 1. Good effects did. You're the one who looted my grandparents. Die, evil adventurer. That's fantastic. Now I wonder if it's actually able to chase me before it has a map to move on, right? Drain. Gets to heal per 1. I'll take its card. Placing enemies in front of the mimic slows it. Interesting. So it already took the neurotoxin because that was the only thing I could have taken, right? Let's keep using this because the physical damage on Frail is nice. 1 magic damage. I can't stop it from healing. Don't get drain again, please. Crap. I don't think I have a way to block magic damage. I'm gonna die next turn if I don't get some kind of block here. Okay, now I have more room up here, I see. Yeah, I'm dead. That's a bummer. That's a big old bummer. No! Achievement unlocked. Oh, Ludifex is dead.
Where Dungeoneers all come to die. One by one, they're disappearing. So now
That's a
you
bummer.
should say your goodbyes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Achievement unlocked. I ain't saying you're a gravedigger. Insurance pays for their tombstones, so why not? Good effects. Dungeon
Although
runs
this
2.
guild seems
Gold
very
earned
grand,
earned 2.
A Dungeoneer's life can sometimes be hard, not always going as they might have planned. They mostly end up in this graveyard.
New mime. Let's put it more for higher poster. Let's send someone else out while we wait. So to get a mime back, you have to wait 6 more gold to purchase. Yikes. Does it just give you one for free, or do I have to pay another 50 gold to get a mime again? Me IRL, right? Alright, let's take someone with physical damage, so Yukupo. If we're going to be using spiders to our advantage. Okay. Spiders. Spiders. Oh, he's going to chase me this way. I see. She's going to chase me this way. I thought the Mimic Queen was further over, my bad. This is going to end badly. Yukubo's about to die. I misunderstood where the Mimic was. You wait a run, you get him back for free. Okay, that's cool. Blocks 1 physical, so we may as well use Catnip this turn. It's a good sell for that. Throw Cat. 4 damage. Yikes. Smashing. Let's throw another cat. You always get a chump. That way, if everyone dies, you still have a character. I see. But the new one I get is going to start from level 1, right? Or start without any battle scars. I think we want the soldier's helmet. It gets to move 2 squares. Yikes. What level is the Mimic Queen? Oh yeah, we're gonna have a bad time. Riddle. Taking 4+ damage in 1 turn causes 2 extra damage, so the Cat's Paw is the right character for that, it seems like. I don't have another way to... We have to roll with this, unfortunately. Are you kidding me? We were supposed to move characters over here so that the character would go east and fight these chests and level up some more, so this is going to end very badly for me. That's okay. Unblockable physical. Neurotoxin, I can't block. So let's do our double damage thing. Let's get the quick attack to kill before it gets a chance to heal. Well, not that it would matter because of frail. Alright. Troll Femur. Bash, Slam, Rekindle. I think we want to take Troll Femur. Vengeance is mine. Alright. Sorry, Yukupo, you're about to die. I misunderstood what was happening. Unblockable Bite. Okay, let's just use Scratch for now. I want to try to draw in a Catnip card. Use a couple of those. Headbutt. Yikes. Ouch. If successful enemy discards one, I can't stop it, so... Cool, well, I can avoid 1 point from that. But then I have to waste my Catnip. Bummer. Bye, Yukupo. Yeah, I'm dead now. Bummer. That's a bummer, man. Learned my lesson, though. Oh, wait, I got a heart back. Oh, you don't actually count as dead until the turn is over if you're able to heal? I mean, I'm dead now, but that's interesting to know. Womp womp. 7 gold.
A scream is heard to chill the bones, so lift the earth and lay the stones. A martyr's grave to recompense. But others would have had more sense.
No bonuses this time. Why did poor Yukubo deserve to die? Girl that young? Reading a quantum physics book? Hey, the mime. Alright, so that'll be Weebstead. Boy. Looks like there are, in fact, both genders for each character. Okay. Need a new cat burglar. Gotcha. Expand the guild. Let's go ahead and get this thing. Let's see. Weebstead, nothing. Alright, we'll send Brewski in then. Give it a try. What a shame. Oops. I sent in my new... I meant to send in Brewski, but I sent in Weebstead. That was actually an accident. I'll try to save her, though. I think it's possible. So we need to run away from the Mimic, not towards it. Fire Imp is probably fine. Yeah, totally by accident. Let's put a goblin back here to slow her down, right? Oh shit, but if I put an enemy there, that changes the direction they move. They always want to move towards an enemy no matter what? Okay, phew. That's good. Not necessarily. I gotta get a sense of the rules for that sort of thing. So 1 unblockable magic damage. Let's do our... Yeah, I did that and then I started walking towards her, but I think I understand how that works now. Let's discard that. Choose a card to discard. Try to force them to get stupidity. And they're just going to use that, so we'll just finish them off with bullhorns. Leatherbound Tome, Mind Strike, Fire Blast. Pigeon Nest is growth. Let's take the Leatherbound Tome. Oh, it's offhand. Nice. Okay, so it's wanting to move toward her again, but I can stop that, I think, by putting a lower level enemy on the route there. Found no stupidity. We want to fight higher level enemies so we can get more level ups before she gets here, so we should be careful here. Okay. Unblockable magic damage. Let's do Fire Blast. Sorry, it doesn't have any traits because Ludefix died. There we go, very nice. Swift 1. Take the ruffled shirt. You can move 2 spaces every turn. You can't escape me. Okay. I can use the treasure to try to draw my attention, right? I don't want to move towards this monster, which I think is what's going to happen, right? I know exactly where you might be. Now, do I prioritize a higher level enemy to go after or a lower level enemy? Because I could put the bear owl here and then the skeleton here. That's in fact how that works. Okay, good, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. problem, though, is that the Mimic can go this way, which I didn't think about when I connected it that way. Interesting. 2 physical, block 1 physical. So let's do magic damage. Ouch, ouch. So block the physical so we can get tied again. Go Weepstead. It's already blocking a physical. It's doing a magical. Come out ahead by 1 on that. Still has 1 more hit point than I do, though. We gotta block this physical here. Ouch. Anger, 1 damage, -1 heart. +1 to the next attack. That should be enough to kill it. Nice. Oh, I went back from always. Doing my best, I promise. Glyph uses up space we already have. Focus Holy Seal. That seems like a flat positive. More cards isn't necessarily good, though. You want more consistency in a lot of cases. Oh, it is coming after this one, thank God. I wonder what affects the rules for monsters moving. Okay. So what I'm not clear on is if I put a level 3 enemy here, if my character's going to go after it. I think if I put a low-level enemy, it won't go for it, right? Just try moving for now and see if we can get to the treasure chest. No, because it'll be 1 square behind me, but I'll get a chance to fight the treasure chest before it gets to me. So maybe I'll get some good loot to help. Coming for you, murderer. Oh, it's going the other way. Interesting. Can't put it in the room that I'm currently in. Okay. I can try to run 2 squares away from it. I think it's probably best to just end my turn, kill this Mimic. Hopefully that's enough for Weepstead to be able to survive. Block a magic, deal a magic. So let's do Fire Blast so we at least get 1 point of damage through. Tied. Bite, unblockable physical. Choose a card to discard. I think the heart it takes from Headbutt is worth it if I can block part of it. Especially in this situation. Anger, 1 damage, and it hearts itself. You got this, Weepstead. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. Fantastic. Okay. Tattered Mail would replace my shift and give me a stupidity, which I don't want. Daisy Chain. Now let's just take money. I was hoping to get good loot out of that. I just end up being level 3. Alright, let's hope for the best. We'll see what happens. So, your character will always move to monsters that are of lower level or equal to, but they won't move to enemy monsters that are higher level than you unless they have to, right? So I could use higher level enemies to block the Mimic Queen at the very beginning, I guess. Seems correct. Okay, that's a good start for Weepstead. This is the best we're gonna do, I think. Still looking okay. Blocks a magic, deals a magic. We got a Fire Blast then. Oh god. I wish I could block that this turn. Shit. Copy their next card. hope for a good one, I think. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So I get charge, which blocks some magic damage. And I have no source. Oh, I'm super dead. That's too bad. That's too bad. It's too bad. I tried. I really tried, I promise. This is just a hard encounter. It's already over. Bye, Weebstead. I got 29 gold out of it.
Come gather round and listen now to our hero's epic tale. 'Twas of an epic journey, but also an epic fail.
I love the Bard songs. They're pretty great. Yeah, so that's 3 times we've lost. The first 2 times because I didn't understand what was going on. Now I get it. Well, I understood what was going on the 3rd time, but I kind of had bad luck with the dungeon cards I was drawing. No priority on higher cards, high priority on your level, and low priority on lower levels. So I could have maybe stopped the Mimic by another step if I had put a monster that was a level lower than me. Okay, keep that in mind for next time. We just got a new replacement character, right? Lily. I think so, although you don't really grind. You get new traits, which might be a big enough deal to help. But they're not, like, gonna guarantee a victory, you know? Sorry. Let's do retro. Okay, let's try it. Close. Try going with Brewski, who at least has 1 trait, right? What's Brewski's trait? Spiky. Battle Scar. Alright, attempt number 4. 4th time's the charm. I like there's a pretty sharp difficulty spike with this level here. Done a good job of explaining to you what you should be doing, you know? Okay. So I assume they prioritize money. Okay, I can get to the mimics a little bit more easily now, at least. That's good. Found a blindness. Great. It wants treasure more than it wants a level 1 enemy. Probably based on proximity as well. How does blindness work? Monster gains conceal next fight. I don't know what that is. Okay. Probably a bad thing. Can maybe make it eat this skeleton. Goblin time. What does conceal do? Plays battle card face down. That's clever. I didn't even think about that as part of the design space of this game. I think they generally use physical attacks, though. Clever. Even level money is prioritized over enemies. That would make sense. Heal at least. Boy. Ouch. But he's dead, so it's okay. There's only that room that he had that on. Witherbound Tome. I don't need more magic. Oh, okay. So it's 2 hearts because I already have growth 1, so now it's growth 2. Let me see. Gotcha. That's neat. You encounter that same enemy several times. Okay, so we don't want to go to a level 3 enemy. And I'm okay with just going to this mimic this turn. Should be fine. And I can make a path to get to the other mimic. I wonder why I can't build here. Oh, it's because it has to connect to all 3 viable rooms, I think. That makes sense. Darkness blocks 1 magic, deals 1 magic. I don't have magic block. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I like the music in this game. Let's block a physical, because then we get spiky to trigger. Remember to take advantage of that as much as possible. It's very strong. Same here. Two physical, -1 heart, plus spiky is going to kill it. Brilliant. This is the right character to send in here, too. Scimitar. +1 versus unblockable, so that means that if the enemy uses an unblockable attack on that turn, that I now do extra damage to them. It's clever. I think that's what they're saying. Okay. So, if I understand correctly, I think if I put a skeleton here, it's not going to try to go to it because he's now level 3 and doesn't want to go in that direction. I need a room that connects to all 3 of these. Let's see. Clairvoyance. This is going much better, but I'm also getting much luckier draws. It's making a pretty big difference. Okay, again, I can keep using skeletons to block. Don't yet have the room that I need. Can use this one to get to the other mimic room, though. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see what else we draw. I do like that the portrait updates with the gear that you get. They didn't have to do that. Okay. What's the fountain I just got? Monster gains predictable next fight. Okay, sweet. Which is presumably good for me. I can fight the bear owl and get a level up. And then use the ghost to slow her down a little bit more. Sweet. It's my battle scar again, growth 1. Okay. So +1 versus unblockable. Sweet. Nice. The opposite of conceal. Oh, the top card of the deck is face up. I see. So I can see what their next thing is. Now, they don't have a hand. They only use whatever card is next in their deck. I'm the only one that benefits from a hand. I think. It's worth doing just because it can overheal, I guess. More unblockable. Fury because it's under half health. Spiky, which is basically like Thorns damage. Can't let him use that. Very nice. Level 4. Loose Slice and Dice. I don't remember if the boss has interruptible attacks. Both of those are swift, though, which could be nice. Bash and Slam. Ooh. That's pretty neat. That's pretty awesome. It's like a full heal. Yeah, let's take that for sure. Fountains. Monster gains predictable. Okay, sweet. So let's keep going this way. And now I can use the Bandito because I definitely don't want a level 3 enemy because I'm higher level than that. It's going so much better. You can use one fire elemental to slow him down, and then another one to maybe get a little bit more treasure. Oh, but then I waste predictable. Well, that's okay. I was gonna waste it on the mimic anyway. Not so bad. I really like predictable. That lets you plan ahead with your cards. Burn 1 damage per round. Both fighters take 1 damage each turn. Interesting. It's about to use unblockable double magic damage. So I can do this to at least get a couple back. So the gear the enemies drop is based on the level that they are? Okay, makes sense. The fresh card is pretty great. One magic. Nice try, chump. It's gonna die from Spiky. Fantastic. You always know what the opponent will do next and what will happen. I like games that are about perfect information. Like, Darkest Dungeon's pretty close to it, except in the fact that it gives you chances to succeed, and then you have to make a decision based on the risk versus reward analysis. But don't want to lose refresh. Bone armor seems correct. Simple, effective, boring. So that just means, given that it's not giving me a new ability, it's just upgrading me to Blade 2, it might mean I get new cards when I get to Blade 3, I guess. Out of my way. Trying to slow him down, save room for a monster card here. Cool. Mimics don't, like, drop more treasure, right? Nothing particularly special about them being a mimic, it seems like. Excuse me. Now, I wonder if there's like a equivalent of a chapel card in this game if you played Dominion before that lets you trash, like, Oi is basically a copper in Dominion speak. You want to get it out of your hand eventually. Ways that let you discard a card from your deck that you choose, that would be pretty rad. Deadzo. Glyph should be free. Everything else is not free. I like the idea of, like, if it's kind of shitty, like the Tattered Mail, it gives you 1 stupidity. It still does something. It's a nice way to balance it. Hey, we are fully outfitted. Look at that. Brilliant. So I'm never going to draw a level 4 monster, right? Is it just that they don't exist? I'm ready to fight it now, so I may as well just chill out. Is there a reason to, like, keep building the dungeon at this point? I guess I get more gold the bigger the dungeon is before it's over, right? Didn't seem like it gave me a reward for ending it faster. Now let's just end here, right? Is that there's never such a thing as a level 4 enemy in any dungeon in the whole game? I haven't seen if you ever upgrade your dungeon deck at some point, or if you only upgrade your character decks. Spiky does an extra damage. And it damaged itself. That was about as good as it gets. It's fine, I'll just undo it with restore. Sweet. 2 magic. That's too bad. Gotta discard a card, I really don't want to. I guess I'll do the draw and make up for it. Blocks of magic damage, does 2 magic. Okay, and I can get spiky through. I imagine so, yeah. Could see it getting pretty tough. Body slam. Ouch. Bonus versus unblockable. Just use Oi this turn. Oh, that sucks, I'm sorry. Starting over in this game seems pretty brutal. Ouch. Nice. First try.
Do you have any decency, I wonder? Like the Ivory League of Explorers. Instead you pillage and plunder and rip everything asunder. You're just a reckless butcher. First tries.
Cool. Hard-headed, so they're kind of like quirks. Sometimes they give you benefits with a drawback. Neat. Hey, we have a new mime. Right. Leon is going to be what's going to fit. Sweet. Expand. Everything in tier 2 costs 500. Okay. Do we have new characters we can unlock as well?
A practical student who's always prudent, yet very pretentious and conscientious. Another nuisance for our amusement. I give to you an apprentice.
Early stage means it'll change later? Oh, I see. Like it goes away or it develops throughout the dungeon. Go exploring. I'm gonna save some of my money. Test your metal, defeat the skeleton. Let's take 6-gun. Everybody who joined the queue might actually get a character, we'll see. More people die. Okay. Let's see what you can do, adventurer. So there's the skeleton. Let's fight a rat to get a level up here. Newly secundus, indeed. It's exclamation point guild if you'd like to add a character name. Draw 2 cards. It's interesting. So the apprentice is a blue mage. Blockable. I'm already ahead on damage, so I may as well keep that up. I'll just kill it with the shift skill next round. Nice. Does the apprentice start with a weapon? Oh, maybe not. Don't want the stupidity. Oh, interesting. It can evolve, basically. That's cool. That's pretty neat. Alright, so we don't want a level 3 monster right now. That would be very bad. It's already going somewhere where I'm kind of okay with, but I guess the more cards that you spend, the more you draw the next turn. gem and a null. Do need a null. Which I'm going to fight anyway, so I may as well just pop right into that room now. Let me hold on to this for later so I can adjust where the character ends up going, right? No matter what, I have to deal with a curse, it looks like, before I fight the skeleton. Let's do sparks. Can't block it. Try to stay ahead here. Need to find out what's in the rest of my deck before I start trying to draw 2 cards. Like, that might only be good once you have some gear cards, you know? Headbutt, yikes. Oh, he's gonna do 3 because of Fury. Oh, goodness. I can't stop it. Well, 6 Gun's dead already. That's too bad. Should have tried to plan around it. Womp womp.
Across the land from far and wide, they come to the guild and want to fight. Sad to see them sliced and diced. Not only once, but twice and thrice.
This game's very clever. Oh, I didn't get a replacement character. Okay, somebody else was already replaced recently. Look at all these dead people. Oh, Mimic Splinters, that's cool. Gotcha. Okay. Let's go back out and try that one again. Who was this one, right? Test your metal. Defeat a skeleton. Yeah, I'll give Anderson a try. How's he doing? I guess I can inspect here. We have skills, battle scars. Start with Arcane 1, one loot choice is of a higher level than normal. Early stage means it's going to evolve later. Okay. Gotcha. Let's do rats. Go. What happens if you have nowhere to move on your turn? Like, does it just keep passing and giving you cards? Or is there some penalty for not moving? Do my lucky hit here. How about lucky hit? You can't block that anyway. Basically, you cower to hold out for another lucky hit, I guess. Probably could have blocked that to avoid the discard. As long as it doesn't do 2 damage, we're okay. Okay. Cool. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. We got ruffled shirt, cooking pot, troll femur. Stupidity is really bad, but I need to be able to do more than 1 point of damage, or be able to do damage and block. Basically ways to get myself ahead, because the chump struggles with staying ahead of the curve on damage, I feel like. Alright, we gotta be careful with nulls, because they get double damage when they're at low health. So you want to finish them off quickly, I think, is the meta for fighting them. I'll just go forward a room and see what happens. Maybe I'll get an easier level 2 enemy. What's the Mimic Steel? Nothing special. I'll go fight the Mimic and see what happens. It's $5 a game, and the rule is... I already know the rules. Alright. Ouch. He's got more health than me, which is not great. down by another one there. Goodbye, Anderson. I love you. Ouch. Came out ahead on that at least. Tie if I cower. Pain I can't block. Maybe draw a nice card. Unblockable physical, but I do have bash for when I am able to block, which hopefully his next attack is single damage. Ooh. That's not good. Either way I die, because even if I block 1 damage, and I don't have an ability to attack first. Bummer. Bye, Anderson. I know, right?
Across the land from far and wide, they come to the guild and want to fight. Sad to see them sliced and diced. Not only once, but twice.
Yeah, you're pretty,
Twice?
you get pretty wrecked for if you get bad enemy draws or you don't get good weapon draws against the enemy you're fighting. It's a new chump. Maybe mock. These posters must be working. And SERP, which I have to. Let's see. It looks like I can't repeat old quests, so you can't go back and try to like get beneficial scars by repeating easy quests. Or do you buy blessings? I didn't see that as an option anywhere. I didn't think I had access to it yet. Is that what these are? Oh, it helps you with the first couple fights. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that's what these were. This is just a permanent unlock that you can choose to equip before you go out, like supplies in Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, I think we want the heart one. That'll make a difference. I think almost every time we've died, except when we really screwed up the Mimic level, was we killed them on the same turn and blew up, which is what got us killed. So having an extra heart would help a lot. Hug in a bottle auto-equip, so I never lose that, right? It's just now permanently, as long as I have it equipped. I have an extra heart in the first couple of combats. Yeah, that probably would have saved me. I didn't realize that's what it was. Right on. Okay. Go SERP. Hug in a bottle. Alright. Start with fire 1. 2 physical. Unblockable magic, it's fine. Still win. Do you like what they went just having physical versus magic damage? It's interesting enough. Fire 2, Flame Lash, quick. Since blocking doesn't help. Bruiser definitely seems like the strongest early game class just because you can really abuse the fact that when you parry you do damage. Because otherwise you're just kind of delaying the inevitable, wasting your turn when you parry. Seems really strong though. That's an inherent thing about the bruiser, right? It's not just that particular bruiser that I have that can do that. Hug in a bottle. Double damage flame lash, sounds great. Toxin. Let's go for the kill. Just a little cup of coffee. We want the soldier's helmet, since we're about to lose the blessing effects. That's really strong. It's interesting to think about, like, the turn economy in the game. We can fight a mimic if I place one now. Should be able to handle, I think. Gotten 2 decent gear upgrades already. Two physical damage and shield of magic. Yikes. Not a great start. Good God. Alright, well, Serp's about to die. Womp womp. I don't think I have any healing, right? The last mimic we fought was almost all magic damage, so maybe I'll be able to make up some damage here once it starts using its magic skills. I just used my quick flame lash, which would have won for me here because I would have done enough damage to kill it. But it's gonna get to go first, and it happened to draw all of its physical abilities, and that's why Serp is gonna die. Bad luck. Womp womp.
A sorry tale, a gory story.
Although I guess if I had saved the double damage attacks first, I wouldn't have had enough to kill it that turn anyway.
Dead.
Let's go with the Bruiser. Bruiser's never lost so far. Neither had anyone else who had died up to that point, I guess. But still. I'm very sorry. Yeah, I think we've had significantly more deaths, like a factor of 10 more deaths in this game than Darkest Dungeon. So much for cutesy, right? I went into a different level. That's okay, we can do fine with this one. So let's go this way, and let's fight a scary spider, and get some coins. Hug in a bottle. Can't block magic damage. Both just do the same thing, basically. Wow, that battle scar that makes you start with one less card in your starting hand is pretty brutal. Frail is what's gonna get me the win here. Nice try, chump. Good job, Brewski. Yikes. Soldier's helmet. Scorpions, I can go fight the Null. As long as I can continue to block damage, I think I'll probably be okay. Try to use up as many rooms as I can here. Get better draws. So he's gonna want to go fight the even leveled monster, right? It's gonna be hard to get him to fight a weak monster unless if I bait him with gold. Is that kind of how it works? I think that's right. So that's part of why you want to save your gold so you can farm weaker enemies. Just want to pop him out there for no reason early on. Let me save the double damage shield. Now Fury's activated. It's gonna make me discard a card, but I don't think it has any magic damage, so that's not terrible. boy. Null kills itself, but we come out okay. Good job, Brewski. I was kind of worried about you there. Daisy chain, restore, kill for 2. Scimitar, slice and dice. I think I need that extra deeps. Okay, so it wants to go through this penalty room. We do not want stupidity 2, but it is sending me to the null, and that's not so bad. So let's do this. Let's do this. Start trying to build as much dungeon as we can so we can draw more cards. That's fine. Keep building dungeon to draw cards. Can I use that anywhere? Oh, here we go. Fountain of Power we are going to want to go to soon. Get some more precious gear here. Ouch. Anger, it's fine. I can do 2 points of damage to him. Try to force him to discard my stupidity card, right? Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we already have a sword. Lose +1 heart, though. That's a bummer. I wanted all of these things. Just take the gold. Oh, the gold is a card that you draw. That makes that a little bit different. Interesting. And he'll go up to 2 squares away to fight stuff. Interesting. Cool. Alright, well, I can get another level 2 upgrade here. That's fine, we'll just pass for now. I guess I can keep building the dungeon off in the distance. How the dungeon can apparently get very, very large. Like, it doesn't seem to have a wall on the edges of the map at all. Okay. Physical unblockable, so let's dice for the bonus damage versus unblockable. Screw you, Ratman. Let's block again. Spiky damage. Fantastic. And let's just finish him off. Yay, Brewski. So it's very difficult to understate the value you get from doing damage when you block damage. Puts you ahead of the curve almost every time. Okay. So we don't want to go this way. We want to fight a Bandito. Which he won't do because he's level 3. Shit. Okay. Fighters gain burn next fight. I guess if we both have burn, that's not terrible. Could be worse. May as well fight a null while I'm in there. Try to get some more gear. Fountain. Unblockable attacks gain 1 magical damage this fight. That's cool. Yep. Good chance we'll get somebody to name after you after this. Headbutt. Only gonna block 1 point of damage, but I'll take it. Spiky only triggers if you block all the damage, right? Equipped. Lose a heart. I'll take the gold so I can force myself down to this room down here. Get that upgrade. So go fight the Bandito. Oh, interesting. So because I didn't place the gem that turn, I just don't get it? I didn't realize that that was how that works. physical block. I'll use this just so I get my card back. And I'm not drawing any of my blocks here. It's not good. Let's do that one unblockable damage. Holy shit. Wow. I'll come out ahead by 1 with the heal. Glad I still get to take the turn, you know? Nope. Burn's gonna kill me. Well.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering.
I had 5 cards in my hand and not a single one of them was a block.
One by one, they're disappearing.
It's a bummer, man.
So now you should say your goodbyes.
That's a bummer.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I wonder if that's basically punishment for having too much stuff in my hand. Like it was saying, you want to have a more consistent deck. Only take stuff that has bonuses in it. So much death, right? Hey, it just fits. It's the exact length. Having a bottle still makes a pretty big difference. You can just not have the cards sometimes and have a really bad time as a result. Monsters gain Conceal, hero gains Decay. Remind me, what does Decay do? If you take 2 points of damage, you take an extra point of damage? Conceal, those are both really bad. Maybe I can use Treasure to avoid having to fight too many enemies with all that. I'll take 50 gold. Wasn't a complete loss. By Jove, it's a nasty rat. Get him, Game Saucer. Probably need to unlock more of the treasure that can drop in the dungeon. That seems to make a pretty big difference. Conceal is really bad. For sure. Straight Jacket's a flat 1 heart. I think I need to take as many heart bonuses as I can get, especially since I'm going to lose the... Okay, so put a rat here. I'm going to lose the blessing after this battle. Base Apprentice isn't that great. Maybe if you get a fire upgrade, it's a little bit better. This will be my 3rd apprentice to die if we don't finish this one. Got about 2 minutes left. Let's see if I can clear the dungeon here. Since we had a little bit of a transition time, it took me 6 minutes left in the subblock. Gain Flame Lash, Fire 2, because I already have Fire 1. I think that's correct. Okay. So what do we draw? What do we got? Treasure can draw me to fight another Gobbo, right? I lose the treasure if I don't play it this turn. I think I learned last time. So I should just do it now. It's a Gobbo. The big issue with Game Saucer with the Apprentice is you have no way to block physical damage in the base kit. Hey, E10, what's groovin'? How was your Tuesday treating you? Just Flame Lash, King Slice. Gives me 1 stupidity, but it does give me the opportunity to heal for 1 and to defend for 1. So I think I'll take Troll Femur. because of the rhyming entirely. I really like it so far. It's well constructed. It is quite similar to Darkest Dungeon. Let's save it for now. A little bit better information, I feel like. You know, let's try to save Flame Lash to end the combat. Yeah. It feels like something to overcome. I feel like every time I've died, well, it hasn't always been my fault. We've had that last time when Brewski died, it was because we had a character that was built around blocking, and I had 5 cards in hand out of, like, I don't know, 10 in my deck, and not a single one of them had a block on it. Hey, there's that block, which was unblockable. That's okay. Sweet. Paper Crown would be nice. Arcane 1 magic damage, draw a card. I think I need this. Be able to block damage. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to get to decay and then blow it on a weak enemy before I fight the skeleton, so I don't have to use it during that battle. I'll keep farming level 1 enemies in the meantime. I'll probably need gold to do that, so I'll probably need to fight in the room that gives me the debuff, and then not accept the not accept any loot and take a gold, and then use the gold to move out of the room to fight another monster. I think I can plan that far ahead, as we'll see. Gain an extra heart. That's unblockable, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Kindle. Neurotoxin. Fire Blast, we'll call it. Nice. I think the fundamental thing that makes this game hard is the fact that enemies by default act before you do. Instead of the, 7 or 8 characters who have died, all but one of them died on the same turn that they killed the enemy. And it makes it pretty powerful if you can get an ability that... Let's see, how many equip for gold? Yeah, just take the gold. Oh, I got 2 of them, yikes. Oh, I can place them all now, huh? Okay. So let's think about that. Let's do... No, I can't connect these rooms, that's a bummer. I don't have the right room draws. So I need to make something that's more attractive than 1 gold, because I want to have that as a way to get away from this after we activate it. This is... Oh, I need a 4-way room to get out of there. Shit. And I'm going to move 2 spaces now. But he's more likely to go after a level 2 monster, right? Yeah, than a level 1 piece of treasure. Gotcha. Try to burn through as many rooms as I can, so I can get more draws to try to get a 4-way intersection here. Okay. I can't get to the coin on the next turn, which is good. Okay. Flame Lash, we don't want him to have us discard that. Hi, Ben. I know you're hungry. It's okay. Retro Rocket, if you stop this game in the middle of a dungeon, do you load in the middle of it, or do you have to finish the dungeon? Because I can stop here, or I can go for a couple more minutes until the dungeon's over and just take it from Red Alert's time. Alright, he's gonna die. We came real close to dying there, but... There's the Fury. Fury. Growth 2. I think I want over Holy Seal, because at least that's moving the... Character dies if you quit. Okay. Loner. -1 heart if in a dead end. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Fury we don't want. That's really bad. Now, how is a dead end treated? Does that mean if it's doesn't have an ending yet, or if it's literally a room that can't have an exit from it? Finally. Okay, I'll just go over a little bit and we'll take it out of Red Alert 2. Oh, but it redraws the monsters. I see. What's the scorpion power? It's just gross. Okay. Has to literally be a room without an exit. Okay, I understand. So let's put him over here. He doesn't want to go to the scorpion. That's interesting. Massive gem. We still don't have a 4-way room, unfortunately. I'm trying to fish one out for a really long time now. Put a null on my path down here. Let's do 2 physical. Now it does double damage because it's at half health. So I gotta finish him off quick before he burns me down. Whew. Cutting it close, man. Mage robes. I lose 1 heart. I'll take the gold. Oh, I can fight the skeleton now, can I? Let's just do that. Then I don't have to deal with going through this, and then I can win. Okay, let's hope for the best. Brittle takes 4+ damage, and 1 turn causes to take 2 extra damage. It's gonna be hard to pull off. Perfect. Now the apprentice gets to shine. 2 physical, -1 heart. Block the drain. Oh yeah, living the dream right now. 2 heart heal. Successful, I have to discard. Let's do as much damage as we can then. I think it was, yeah. Maybe we'll use intuition. I'll get a heal. It's okay. Parry. Next turn I can kill him with my attack first ability. But we got him anyway. Man, that was crazy. Glad we didn't have to deal with conceal. First try. Features. Start with growth 1.
The way
Cool.
you fought, you'd be so very brave. Now we need somebody else to fill this empty grave.
Yay! This game tricked me in those first like 6 or 7 levels. I'm like, wow, yeah, it's like Darkest Dungeon, but way easier. Not really. I will name this character next time. Thanks, everybody. That's time. Let me back out here. And we'll let you know what's coming up for the rest of this week and next week.